it's Liv here from Arran Blair Hairdressing. Today I'm going to be showing you how I create a big and bouncy curl look with a curling wand. Kind of makes it look like you had a nice bouncy blow dry done without the effort of having to do it. So I've got a medium barreled curling wand here. I tend to use the bigger barreled ones just because it creates more of a big and bouncy look instead of kind of tight curls. I've also got some of these long sectioning clips here which I'm going to be using to clip the curls in once I've done them, and this just helps the curls set and cool in place. Right, so I've already sprayed some of the Redken One United spray all over my hair, just acts as a heat defence. I like to spray it on and then let it kind of set in, so I brush it through and then leave it for a couple of minutes just so that it's not wet on the hair. So my hair is straight, as you can see. I washed it yesterday, so it is a little bit fluffy and it's been a little bit temperamental, but we're gonna go with it. So I'm gonna show you how I do kind of one half of the hair, and then I'll go off camera and do the other half just because it saves the video being extremely long. So I have actually got extensions. As you can see, I have got some shorter bits here, but I'll kind of show you how I do all of that. Sorry, I had hair on my face. So I've got quite thick hair as well, obviously due to the fact that I have got extensions. So you can section it kind of how many times you want. I tend to split it in half first of all, and then clip it out of my way. So I just kind of go behind the ear and then clip it up. Is it gonna stay today? Yep, it is. So now I've got a nice big chunky section here which I'm gonna split into 3. You can section it, like I said, however many times you want. It kind of depends on the thickness of your hair, but I've got quite thick hair, so I'm going to section it into 3, just 3 nice even sections. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the barrel and I'm going to place it on top of the hair and then wrap the hair around it. You want to make sure that you're keeping the hair nice and smooth on the barrel just so that you don't get any like weird bumps and bits in it. And then I'm going to hold it there for 10 seconds. You can kind of feel with your fingers how hot it is, obviously without getting too hot. And then I'm going to let it down. I'm going to catch it in my hand. Now sometimes you can just kind of wrap it up like this and clip it straight in, but sometimes it's a little bit kind of temperamental. So what you can also do is grab the end and wrap it back up with your fingers the same way that you curled it. Just going to wrap it back up. It doesn't have to be really, really neat, and sometimes they do actually fall out of the clips, so you can go back and clip it back in. So it's as easy as that. So I'm just going to grab another section. I'm only going to show you a few, just because it's pretty simple. You can curl the hair different ways if you want to. Sometimes I do switch it up, so you can actually do it the other way. So put the barrel underneath the hair and then wrap it around the other way. Again, keeping it nice and smooth on the barrel. So again, leave that there for 10 seconds. And then I'm just gonna drop it into my hands again. And then I'm gonna wrap it back up. I find that this way is easier, just to wrap it back up once I've curled it, than kind of catching it straight away and clipping it in, just because where my hair is so long and thick, it doesn't always like to stay in the curl. So if I do it this way, I've kind of got a bit more hold of it. Again, and then I'm going to go back and do this one again on top. So you can kind of alternate the way that you curl it. Just saves the curls kind of blending in into one massive curl if you do them all the same way. I prefer doing it this way. So again, just for 10 seconds. Oh, and then catch it. As you can see, the curl is already there, but by just clipping it in, it just helps the curls cool more. And then the longer you leave these clips in, the kind of better the look you're going to get. And then this time I'm going to go underneath again and then just wrap it round. I know when some people do this, they do wear like a heat protective glove that you can get. A lot of straighteners and curlers come with them to save you burning your finger. I've got quite long nails, so it helps because I can't really feel anything if I do burn myself. So again, and then just catch it. This bit can be a bit fiddly, so you might have to kind of go over it a few times, but if you do need to go over it, just let your hair cool first. Oh, that bit doesn't want to stay. Okay, so I've curled the rest of my hair now and just clipped them all in. As you can see, some of them are starting to fall out a little bit. But I've also popped some hairspray on them and I've just let them to cool for about 10-15 minutes. Just leaving them a little bit longer just helps them properly cool down so that you know they're cool, but you can kind of feel it anyway. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the clips out one at a time. They won't really move until you brush it. I'm just trying to find the ones underneath. You can kind of pull them out with your fingers a little bit. As you can see, they're very curly and bouncy. There's one there that's fallen out. As you can see, they're all really curly and bouncy. And also with these front bits here, I just kind of flip them back a bit with the curlers. So as you can see, it's all really bouncy and curly. You can then either spray a bit more hairspray on now, or you can leave it. Now, it's kind of up to you what you do from now. So you can either literally leave it like this, but personally I don't like that look. So you can either get a paddle brush or a wide tooth comb and kind of comb through it. So I'm just going to grab my wide tooth comb. So I've just got this one here, pink obviously. So I'm just going to carefully brush through them one section at a time. And as you can see, they really bounce up, create a really lovely curl. You can kind of twist them around with your finger a bit as well if you want to. But there we have it, nice big and bouncy curls. See you soon, bye.